Gradient of a scalar field. So you want to know, I told you we want to study about the concept of scalar and vector. So what is difference between scalar and vector? Means scalar which have a magnitude without direction, that is scalar field is without direction, but when it comes to vector field, we will have a direction. Okay, we will have a directions. Okay, so that's the thing. So both the difference is what, scalar will have only magnitude and vector will have both magnitude and direction. So gradient means here we are denoting about a symbol called grade delta, that is delta we will be saying, that is we can also say inverse triangle. Okay, so this is nothing but gradient, this is nothing but we can say the thing dou by dou x I vector plus dou by dou y j vector and dou by dou z k vector. So this is nothing but what we have learned in our previous module also. This is nothing but what, partial derivative with respect to what, x, partial derivative with respect to y, partial derivative with respect to z, but here direction also coming, that is I vector, j vector, k vector. Okay, so this is the thing they are asking. So here what is the thing we want to identify, means here grade f they will be asking, that means they will be giving a function, that is function will be function f comma x z is a scalar, the scalar function they will be giving, you want to multiply, we know about the dot products, so just you want to know the dot product. So some basics thing, what is dot product in vector? So dot product means what, a vector dot b product. For example, I can say the thing a vector is equal to what, a dot b, this is dot product. So a vector is equal to xi vector plus 2yj vector plus 3 k vector. Okay, this is, let it be a vector. And what about b vector, means I am writing b vector is equal to 2i vector plus 3y square vector j vector plus 2k vectors. So when I am saying about dot product means you want to multiply, we want to multiply which one we want to multiply, we want to multiply the coefficient, very careful, we want to multiply the coefficient of each term, and we want to add also. So what we will be getting, we will be getting coefficient of each term. Here what is the coefficient of I, x, and here what is the coefficient of I, 2, so x into 2. Okay, now plus symbol. Now coefficient of this one is j vector is 2y, coefficient of here j vector is nothing but 3y square plus coefficient of k vector is 3 and coefficient of here equation 1 and equation 2 is 2. So what we will be getting, 2x plus we will be getting 6y cube plus 6. So this is the thing we will be getting. Just for example purpose only I have told you how the dot products, you just multiplying the coefficient, you should be very careful. Here direction is not coming. Okay, here direction is not coming, you should be very careful. 2x plus 6y plus 6, because we are only multiplying the coefficient and adding. Okay, so that is the thing comes to dot product. So we will be seeing the cross product, that when it will come in the upcoming classes. So now today's topic we want to know about the dot product. So dot product means just multiplying the coefficient, okay, of both the value. So here gradient f into dot product, gradient into f is a what, function of x y z. Okay, gradient into f means that is function, what is the thing it will become, it will become dou by dou x I vector plus dou by dou y j vector plus dou by dou z k vector. So it is multiplied by f. So we can say the thing, that is nothing but dou by dou x of f vector I vector, dou f by dou y j vector plus dou f by dou z k vector. So this is the thing we will be getting. So this is the formula of grade f. This is we will be saying as a grade f. Okay, so this is the thing. So another name of grade f is, this is nothing but vector normal to the surface, So vector normal to the surface also nothing but what? Grade f. So if they are asking vector normal to the surface means they are indicating about the grade f. Okay. So one more basic thing is you want to know is unit vectors. So what is unit vector? So unit vectors, how to identify unit vector? So unit vector is equal to, that is nothing but, here if it is I want to need a unit vector of a vector means I will be saying a vector divided by modulus of a vector. A vector divided by modulus of a vector is nothing but unit vector. So here what is I have mentioned about a vector? A vector I am just mentioned about 2 I vector plus 3 j vector plus 4 k vector. If I am mentioning this is as a vector, then what is unit vector? Unit vector is nothing but a cap is equal to a vector, that is 2 I vector plus 3 j vector plus 4 k vector divided by modulus of 2 j vector I vector plus 3 j vector plus 4 k vector. This is I vector. I vector, I vector. Okay. So how to take modulus? How to take modulus? See, modulus of a vector is nothing but what? That is nothing but taking the square root and coefficient we want to take. Take square root and coefficient of I vector, j vector, k vector, add it and squaring it, that is just you are squaring the value. Squaring means 2 square plus what is the thing we are getting as a vector? I have taken 3 square plus 4 square. Just I am what I am doing, I am taking the coefficient of each term. Coefficient of each term I am taking. I am just squaring it, taking the square coefficient of each term, each direction, squaring the coefficient and adding it. And second step is, step number 2 is taking square root. Okay, this is the thing, just I am taking the each coefficient and I am taking the root of it. That means what I will be getting, that is modulus is nothing but I will be taking 4 plus this is 9 plus this is nothing but what? 16. So what we will be getting? 29. So that is nothing but what? Root 29. So this is the thing we will be getting. So what is unit vector? Unit vector of a cap is equal to 2I vector plus 3j vector plus 4k vector divided by root 29. So this is the unit vector. So this is the way we want to identify the unit vector also. Okay, very important concept. Unit vector, they can able to ask for 5 mark questions. So this topic we can able to little more chances of expecting in 5 mark also. Okay, maximum 3 mark. I have told you derivative and unit vector gradient, these are the topic. There is a very little chances for asking for 5 mark, because rest of the 4 topics are very high weightage topics. So from here we can able to little, there is a by chance that you can able to expect for a 5 mark question. Okay, so we'll go to the problem number 1. So what is they have asked? Find the grade f. What is grade f? We know the thing, del into f. Del into f, that is nothing but what? I into dou by dou x, f into dou x plus j vector, that is dou f by dou y, j vector I vector plus dou f by dou z, k vector. So this is the thing we know, the thing del dot f, the gas dot product. Okay, so what is function they have given? F is equal to, they have given x square e power of y, x square e power of y. So we know how to take partial derivative. Here dou by dou x is partial derivative with respect to x. Okay, partial derivative with respect to x we are going to take. So just to multiply, what we are getting, dou f del by f is equal to gradient of x equal to dou into dou x, partial derivative with respect to f. F is what? X square e power of y I vector plus dou by dou y of x square e power of y j vector plus dou by dou z of x square e power of y k vector. So this is the thing we have written. So now partial derivative when you are taking partial derivative with respect to x, with respect to x I am taking x. When I taking with respect to x, what will happen? treating y as a constant. So what is constant here? E power of y is constant. So differentiation of x is what? That is nothing but 2x 2 minus 1. So what we will be getting? We will be getting del f is equal to, we will be getting e power of y into 2x into I vector. So here I vector completed. Now partial derivative with respect to y. So with respect to y means what is constant? Taking constant outside, that is x square. So differentiation with respect to e power of y, that is nothing but what? E power of y only. So we will be getting plus x square e power of y j vector. Now partial derivative with respect to z, x square e power of y. So if you observe here carefully, this is nothing but what? Constant. See, because here no z term is present in the brackets. Okay, in f there is no z term, so we will be considering it as what? Constant. When you are differentiating the constant, what is the answer? 0. So dou z by dou f by dou z is nothing but 0. So we will be getting plus 0 k vector. So grade f is equal to, we will be getting e power of y 2x I vector plus x square e power of y j vector. And they also mentioned, what is they have mentioned? They have mentioned about the point, at the point minus 2 comma 0, just x is equal to c minus 2 and y is equal to 0, just if you want to apply. So when you are applying, what we will be getting? Grant f is equal to, we will be getting 2x e power of y I vector plus x square e power of y j vector. So when you are applying the value at minus 2 comma 0, what we will be getting? 2 into minus 2 e power of 0 I vector plus minus 2 the whole square e power of 0 j vector. So what we will be getting? 2 minus 2, that is nothing but minus 4. E power of 0 is what? That is nothing but 1. E power of 0 is 1. So 1 into I vector, here minus 2 the whole square, that is minus 2 into minus 2, that is nothing but 4 plus 4. So 4 e power of 0 is 1 j vector. So what is our required answer? Required answer, grant f is equal to minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector is the required answer. Is the required answer. Okay. If they are asking at the point, they are asking about unit vector. If they are asking about the unit vector grade f at point minus 2 comma 0, means what is the thing? We have already identified the grant f. They are asking about the unit vector, means what is unit vector? Unit vector is nothing but, unit vector of this value is nothing but that is grant f vector divided by modulus of grant f. If they are asking about the unit vector, means gradient f divided by modulus of gradient f. Gradient f divided by modulus of gradient f. What is gradient f? Gradient f is nothing but, we are getting minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector divided by modulus of minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector. So we will be getting what? Minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector divided by root of minus 4 the whole square plus 4 the whole square. So what we will be getting? We will be getting minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector divided by, we will be getting here 16 plus 16. So we can take what? We will be getting minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector, we will be getting root 32. So root 32 we can able to write minus 4 I vector plus 4 j vector, we can able to write, that is nothing but 16 into 2. So that is nothing but, taking 16 common outside, we will be getting minus 4. Here also I am taking 4 common outside, so I will be getting minus I vector plus j vector divided by 4 into root 2. 4 into root 2. So that is 16 root 2, when it is coming, it is 4. So inside 2 is struck, so that is the reason 16 into 2 is nothing but 4 into root 2. And similarly, I am taking here 4 common outside. So this 4 and this 4 I can cancel. So our required answer, grant f unit vector of grant f is nothing but minus I plus j divided by root 2 is the answer. Okay, is the answer. Okay, problem number 2. So in problem number 2, what is they have asked? Find the unit normal vector. Here also they are asking about the unit normal vector. So we know what is normal vector. Normal vector is what? That is nothing but grant f. that is grand f is normal vector. Okay, normal vector to the surface, normal vector to the surface. They are asking about what? Question is demanding about the unit. So unit means what? They are asking about the unit vector, unit grand vector. So that means nothing but we'll know the thing gradient f divided by modulus of gradient f. This is the thing we want to identify. So what is f of x they have given? F is equal to yz plus xy plus xz they have given. At the point also given, point is what they have given, point is minus 1 2 3. Okay, what we want to identify? Grand f we want to identify. So grand f is what? Grand f is nothing but del f. Del f is what? Nothing but dou by dou x fi vector plus dou by dou y of f j vector plus dou f by dou z of k vectors. Just want to substitute. So when you are substituting, what we will be getting? We will be getting del f is equal to dou by dou x of f is what? Yz plus xy plus xz I vector plus dou by dou y of yz plus xy plus xz j vector plus dou by dou z of yz plus xy plus xz. Okay, this is the thing they have given. This is nothing but what? J vector, this is k vector. So now partial derivative with respect to x we are to take. Partial derivative with respect to x, when you are taking, what we will be getting here? This term will become 0. This term will become 0 because constant. Because constant. So we will be getting 0 plus, when you are derivating xy, what will happen? It will become y into 1, and when you are derivating the xz, it will become z constant. So taking derivative of x is 1, so we will be getting y plus z I vector plus partial derivative with respect to y, when you are taking, we will be getting z into 1 plus x into 1, we will be getting 0 plus 0 into j vector. Similarly, dou by dou z with respect to z, when you are doing, we will be getting y into 1 plus 0 plus x into k vector. So what is the thing we are getting? We are getting gradient f is equal to what we are getting? We are getting y plus z I vector plus x plus z j vector plus x plus y k vector. So this is the thing we are getting. So now apply the point. So when you are applying the point, so point is what? Point at minus 1 2 3. So what is x? X is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2, and z is equal to 3. Just apply the point. So what we will be getting? We will be getting grade del f is equal to, we will be getting 2 plus 3 I vector plus minus 1 plus 3 j vector plus minus 1 plus 2 k vector. So what is the thing? We will be getting gradient f is equal to, we will be getting 5 I vector plus 2 j vector plus 1 k vector. So we will be getting 1 k vector. So what is the thing they are asked? They are asking about the unit vector. So for identifying unit vector, what is its formula? Unit vector, unit normal vector. Unit normal vector is nothing but what? Grade f divided by modulus of grade f. So what is grade f? Grade f is nothing but 5 I vector plus 2 j vector plus k vector. So now taking the coefficient, so that is mod f is what? Taking the coefficient of that thing and squaring and adding. So we will be getting 5 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. So what we will be getting? 5 I vector plus 2 j vector plus k vector divided by 5 square is 25, 4 2 square is 4 plus 1. So what we will be getting? We will be getting 30. So our required answer is nothing but 5 I vector plus 2j vector plus k vector divided by root 30 is required answer. Required unit vector normal vector to the surface. Okay, so this is the value you want, right? So this kind of sum you can able to expect for a 5 mark sum. Okay, so one more sum is also left out. So before going into the problem number 3, you want to know something. Okay, so whenever they are asking about increasing, that is slope, they will be mentioning about rate of change or a slope. Slope is increasing, slope is increase, they are asking, mentioning means it is indicating about positive del f, modulus of del f. They are indicating about positive del f, that is modulus of gradient f. If they are asking slope is decreasing, decreasing means negative, that is minus of del f, that is modulus of del f. So okay, slope increasing means what? Positive modulus of del f. And if they are decreasing, if they are asking means negative simple modulus of del f. Okay, this is the thing. See, they will be mentioning either rate of change or a slope. Okay, rate of change or a slope also they are indicating what? Same thing only. Okay, rate of change also, slope also, same thing only. So here they are asking about find a unit vector. Here also we want to identify the unit vector only. Unit vector in the direction which f is increasing. F is increasing, that is function is increasing, that means they are indicating. This is the thing we are asked to find out. Increasing means they are asking about modulus del grand f. We want to identify grand f with the positive single modulus. Okay, so now how to identify? Just we want to do what are the procedure we have done in previous one, the same procedure only. The thing is you want to identify just plus symbol you want to indicate. Whether it is increasing means just add the plus symbol in the modulus grand up. Or whether it is a negative symbol means in decreasing means add negative. That's the only thing you want to do. Same procedure only. So okay. So what is step number 1? Let me go with the step number 1. What is the thing? F is given, that is 3x minus log y they have mentioned. And we also they have unit vector in the direction, that means they are indicating about the grand f. Okay, grand f, what is grand f? That is nothing but dou by dou x I f I vector plus dou by dou y j vector plus dou by dou z k vector. Okay, f f. So just you want to do the calculation. So what is the calculation? That is nothing but gradient f is nothing but we will be getting dou by dou x of 3x minus log y I vector plus dou by dou y of 3x minus log y j vector plus dou by dou z of 3x minus log y k vector. So from here we can, what we want to do? We want to take partial derivative. Just observe the partial derivative. So what is they have given? Partial derivative with respect to x when you are taking, here 3 is constant. So 3, I'm taking outside. Differentiation of x is what? 1. So 1. So this one minus log y minus log y. So when you are taking minus log y, it is a constant value. When you are differentiating partial derivative differentiation with respect to x, when you are doing, it will become 0. So minus 0 into I vector. Similarly here 3x is a constant term. So when you are partial derivative with respect to y, when you are taking, it will become 0. So 0 minus log y, when you are differentiating, it will become 1 by y j vector. And here no z term is there. Entire terms are what? Constant. So it will become 0. So it will become 0 k vector. So what we are getting? Grand f is equal to, we are getting 3i vector minus 1 by yj vector. So this is the thing we are getting. Okay. So now grand f is equal to, we are getting 2 3i vector minus 1 by y j vector we are getting. So at the point what they have given, at the point 2 comma 3, that means x is equal to what? 2 and y is equal to what? 3. So just substitute the point. So grand f is equal to, we will be getting 3i minus 1 divided by 3j vector. 1 divided by 3j vector. Here x value we cannot able to substitute because here no x value is there. No, so that's the reason. So in place of y, I am substituting y is equal to 3. So now taking the LCM. When you are taking the LCM, so what we will be getting? Grand f is equal to 9i vector minus 1 3j vector. So this is the thing we will be getting as a LCM. So now what we want to do? We want to identify the unit vector. So unit vector they are asked to identify. So unit vector they have asked to identify, that is nothing but unit vector grade f is equal to grade f divided by modulus of grade f. So that is nothing but, we know the thing. What is grade f? That is nothing but 9i vector minus 1 j vector divided by 3 modulus of, this is nothing but root. What is a? A is nothing but 9 divided by 3 I vector b is what? Minus 1 by 3. So we'll be getting 9 by 3 plus minus 1 by 3 the whole square. So we can able to cancel this one 3. So when you are doing the calculation, what we will be getting? We will be getting 9I minus j divided by 3 divided by root of, we will be getting 3 square. 3 square is 9. Here also plus 1 by 9 we will be getting. Taking LCM, we will be getting 9I vector minus j vector divided by 3 divided by root LCM 81 plus 1 divided by 9. So we will be getting 9I minus 3j divided by 3 divided by root 82 divided by 9. When you are taking the root 9 outside the root, when you are taking the 9 outside the root, we will be getting 9I minus j divided by 3 into root 82. When you are taking outside, it will become 3. So this 3 and this 3 will be cancelled. So our required answer is 9I minus j divided by 82 is the required answer. The required answer. And they are asking about increasing, so here you can able to write. So here increasing they are asking, so we can able to write modulus of that value. What we are getting? Root 82 divided by 9. So this is nothing but what? Root 82 divided by 3. So what we are getting? Positive. Increasing means positive symbol, so we can write grade f is equal to what we are getting? Root 82 divided by 3. So since it is increasing, it is a positive symbol, so plus 82 divided by 3 is the required answer. Okay, this is the topic we have covered. Okay, still now what are the topic we have covered? Means we have covered about the derivative and gradient, and what is the meaning of vector valued function of single variable single variable. So these are the topic we have covered, and we also covered about the concept of scalar and vector. That is nothing but what? With the magnitude and direction is what? Vector. This is the concept we have learned. So in next class we will be going to the important 5 mark area, that is directional derivatives. So these are the very important topic which we can able to expect for a 5 mark question. Okay, we'll see in our next video. Thank you.